Welcome to our channel, Loving Handcrafts by BMW. This is Brenda. It's been a long time since I put together a video. I've been busy. So tonight I'm going to show you what I've been working on and purchasing. This might be a haul video, so kind of sort of a haul video and sort of kind of what I'm working on. So I wanted to bring you this project that I'm making. This is a card, so it's going to be a A2 size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But I just used this POLY-GLAZE, and for the very first time by Gina K, and I was really excited about using it. But I didn't get everything foiled. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to show you what I purchased, and I've never used it. I've had hot foil plates. So I decided over the holiday for one of my Christmas gifts to myself was to try some new things. So let me show you what I purchased. And then I'm going to put together this card. And then I'm going to show you how I use this. So this was some things that I purchased from Gina K Designs. So this is the tiny dots. So this is what I'm going to be using today in today's project. But she also has these diamonds, very Art Deco-y things. And you might have a glare. So she has some of those. I got purchased, this is the Art Deco. I don't know if you can see the design here. She also has some roses, which I'm going to be ink blending in a later video. And then I bought a double pack of everything. And she also has some sentiments that I'm going to be trying as well. Let me take it out the thing. So you may or may not get a chance to see all of this, but they're their sentiments. And so from what I understand, this POLY-GLAZE is a special coating on these items that allows the foil to stick to whatever you're purchasing. So this is the pack. This is what it looks like. And it's kind of a dull looking color. So, and it's this is do believe this is an A2 size. Yeah, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And the foil sticks to these dots, and then you get this perfect foiling. Well, I had some operator error because this is the first time I've done that particular step. So I just wanted to come on camera and show you how to do it. So these are the foils that I purchased. This is Tranquil Seas, Wild Lilac, Glittering Green, Twinkling Pink, and Passion Pink. And then that's the foils. I don't have a lot of these, but these are what I'm using. I thought I had them in gold. Might have put them up. I have them in gold and silver. Oops, yeah. I do have it in gold and silver. Okay. Then, speaking of this, this is a full, like, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2 POLY-GLAZE sheets that you can use, and you can foil these and then cut them out, you know, do die cutting, and you would have some nice fancy foiled sheets. So, and then this is not what I'm doing tonight. I'll put that to the side. I did do some of them just as just to show you. I've just been playing. I'm not really good at the reverse foiling. I gotta play with that. But I did get some lovely results with the shine. So that was the circles. These are the diamonds and lilac, that pink. This is the Tranquil Seas. That turned out really well. Once I figured out how to do it, that came out very well. And then the Swiss dots came out pretty good in the turquoise color, the Tranquil Seas. So these were later on. So I'm going to redo it so I can get a better result. Put this back in there because it's just that. And we will show you what it did. So I've got my laminator heating up, and it's just a regular laminator, nothing fancy. Bring that into frame. This is just my little Laminator I got from Walmart, my local store. And then when I did it the first time, I had it on 3 mil. But I looked back at some Gina K's videos and she said to put it on 5 mil and it'll get a little bit hotter. So it's been doing its thing off camera. So I'm going to take this foil. Okay, let's see what I did. Okay, there it is. I'm going to open the packet. I don't pretend, I will have a link to Gina K's videos and her website in this video. I'm not the expert. I've just started using her products. So I can't speak with any authority on what the dealio is. But I really should have took this out of the packaging. This is such a struggle. And yeah, I'll just put that aside. So this is the pretty side. So the idea is you take your sheet, pretty side up, and you foil. So when oh, I got more than one. Put that back. I'll probably cut these two. I only want to cut one. So when I was listening to Gina the other day, she was saying, well, you know, you can cut these by 4 inches. And that should work. So that's what we're going to do now. So basically how I cut mine is I take this and I put it to the edge. Yeah, I just need enough of these dots to cover. I don't need a whole lot. Just to cover the first set of dots. Oh, I did it backwards. So I'll do that. Cover up those dots. And I'll flip it over. Then I'll just use my ruler. And then I don't have a rotary blade, but I got this pen knife. I'll just use that. That usually does the trick for me. And it cuts it like butter. So I have this leftover piece. And I have that piece. So that's what I end up doing, because you never know. While you got everything hot, you might as well foil. So I'm going to put it in here. Now, I don't have any fancy dancy carrier, whatever's. I just have some parchment paper. So I'm going to put mine in some regular parchment paper. You need something to put this in to carry it through the laminator. So I am just going to put that in there. So I'm going to be very careful, because if I do it right, I should be able to do the reverse. You can do it now or later, so I'll show you when I do the big reveal. And I'm being real persnickety because I want it to line up and be, you know, look good, so I can get good results. Okay, so let me bring in my laminator. I'm going to place it in my laminator like so, and then let it grab it. I'm getting some carrier sheets, but this worked, and this is what I had. So I didn't buy anything special. I just had some parchment paper that I purchased from the local grocery store, and I use that for some of my sublimation. So I just used what I had, and it works just fine. I wasn't going to go out and buy anything special for this. I already bought this. So I got this haul during the Thanksgiving, when they had all these sales on crafting supplies. You can run it through again. You don't have to. So I'll just show you what, I'm sorry, I'll show you what that looks like. It's not necessary. So I just I ran it through this way. So I'm just going to run it through this way again. You don't have to run it through. It's not going to hurt anything. But if you felt like you didn't get good results, this is another way to get both corners going. So I'm hoping those dots on the end actually got picked up, because I was kind of disappointed. But again, I thought that was just my error, operator error. It's the first time I've used it. I don't know over here. And I want to make sure I police up after myself. So, and I failed to mention, and you get 10 sheets per pack. I think that's a good value. Especially if you don't like to hot foil. I've gotten mixed results with hot foiling. I have the Spellbinders hot foiling glimmer machine to hot foil. I've had mixed results with that. So I was looking for something that could give me quick results, good results on the first try. There's a little bit of skill, and I'm not knocking people who do it, who've had better luck than I have. I just haven't had good luck with a glimmer. I had moderate success, but I guess I don't do it enough to get proficient. So that's one of the things I'm working on this year. Okay, so just put that back up. I want to make sure I keep that clean. And this is actually me hot foiling and getting some overfoiling, but not enough for me to complain. And then I did some alcohol markers and did some ink glim coloring with my alcohol markers. So I figured I'd turn this into a card. Okay, so big reveal. Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And those dots in the corners, they actually got foiled all over it. Oh, it's really, really nice. It's going to make a beautiful card. While I have everything out, I guess I can do one more before I put everything up, because I really want to make this card. So we'll do another gold, since I've already cut some sheets. It's like addictive. I've been doing this in the mornings. I think I'm going to do this one in gold. It's been highly addictive, because I can get up in the morning, get my machine going, and then just do a couple of these panels so I can have them ready to go. So I'm trying to get up a little stash, so when I'm ready to do a project, I don't have to do the hot foiling. So it just takes it doesn't even take 20 minutes. It just takes a couple of minutes, just depending on how many I want to do. Especially that I have the hot laminator heated up. So I'm going to do this one. And it's going to be really easy. Since I got everything cut out. Yep. And I cut it just right. So I'll open up my carrier sheet. I'll place this in the carrier, which is basically some parchment paper cut in half. I'll lay this on top, making sure I get good coverage. Close it up. I'm going to run it back through my laminator. Gina K has a foiling machine called the Fuse. I didn't get that. I had this. I purchased this like a year ago, and I hadn't really used it because I was waiting to figure out if I wanted to buy the thermal whip sheets and all this. I didn't want to go down another rabbit hole, and then I just waited, and then Gina came out with these products. So I was like, yeah, it's time to pull that sucker out and do some hot foiling. So this will be the last one I do, and then I'll get to pulling together my card, or it may not be. I'm trying to do like everything in one color, that I purchased, and then I'll have every foil will have one of everything in my stash. So like I'll have the dots, and then I'll have these in gold, and then I'll have this in gold, and then I'll do it in silver. And then I have something for the winter, but I'm gonna wait till next fall and winter to show you. So here's that. You can wait for it to cool, you don't have to. And then I'm just gonna peel that back. Oh my god, that's even nicer. Oh, I wish you could see the results. That's even sweeter. Oh my god, that's so beautiful. I'm glad I went back and watched Gina's, because I put it on my, has a code setting, 3 and 5 mil, and oh my god, it worked beautiful. And I don't even really think I ran it through a second time. That is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Okay, one more. See how addictive it can be? I'll do the diamonds, and then that'll be that. I promise that'll be the last one. I'm like a kid with a new toy. Well, I technically am a kid with a new toy. Okay, so we'll put that away. I'll open that up. And there's more than one. Put that back. You should see behind me. Okay. Put that right there. Oops, go away. I'm going to use you again. There's one more. Oh yeah, this would be perfect. Oh yeah. That's why I cut 2 at a time. So I know I'd have 4 sheets. And let me make sure it's just one. I made a mistake one morning, and I got 2. Yep, like this. This is 2. It's like I had 4 sheets, so it should be number 3. So I will end up using all of them. I don't know what else I'm gonna glimmer. I'm sorry, hot boil. Okay, so that goes like that. And we'll run it back through. Okay, and we'll put that back up. So that's that one, and I'll save that for another color. When I get some more. And so yeah, I waited, and there's like a warehouse sale on this, and a blowout sale or whatever sale for the Thanksgiving holiday, and I just went, and that's what I spent my money on this Christmas, this holiday season, with stuff like this. I think I'm gonna just let it go through again, and then this will be one of my next projects, but I'll save that till later because I want to take my time and color. But I am so thrilled with these results. These are absolutely gorgeous. Got a little something on there. Okay. All right. Let that cools off a little bit. Good old parchment paper, nothing like it. So here's the reveal. Oh my god, if you could see that. Hang on to those. If you could see that. Oh my god. When I do the negatives that I have, these are the 3 negatives, I'm going to have my husband lay them out because I am so bad at keeping things straight. So I have a little pouch that I keep these in, because this would be the time, if you have the POLY-GLAZE sheet, this would be the time, the white POLY-GLAZE, to put them on there while everything is hot. So I just can't put them on straight on the actual sheet itself, just because I'm really bad at that. So I'm going to have my husband do that, and I'll go ahead and get these all one day. That'll be one of my projects, just to do the reverse. But in the meantime, this is my pouch, and this is where I keep them until I'm ready to use them. Because you don't throw these away. Willie's going to have to take care of that for me. He's so good at lining stuff up. I am just an absolute, it's not my thing. It's not my jam. Got that going on. So I'll be back once I clean up this and put together my card. Okay, so I'm back. See you soon. I'll meet you on the other side. Supplies, so I'm just going to recap. So I'm going to take this, which I use the Spellbinders Glimmer machine to hot foil and turn it into a card. So I went ahead and did my hot foil, my Gina K foiling on this. And I used some, for my card panel, I'm using this smooth cardstock from scrapbook.com. So the idea is I'm going to cut this down using my layering die, and then to anchor my flower on here, I had cut some strips, and I'm gonna put that here. And then I decided that I think I cut some down already. Yeah, I think I cut this one down. And then I decided I was gonna cross them like so that my foiled sentiment for you, just for you, make sure you can see that, will have something to be anchored as well. That's the plan. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is, again, this panel on my card is the A2 size. So I pulled out one of my dies from Spellbinders, the Precision Layering A2 die, and I used the second die. So not the A2, the second to that. And then I am going to cut that out and cut that down just to have a little border. So that's what I'm about to do now. So I'm going to put that on I've got the universal plate system, and my Spellbinder Platinum is off to the side. So I'm going to lay this down and make sure I try to get an even border all the way around. And as a matter of fact, I'm just going to stick this paper up on the grid just to make sure my paper's straight. And then I'll put this on here. And I'm paying really particular attention. I don't think I need to tape it down. And then look like it's pretty good. Run it through there. And that's all I need to do for this one. And here we go. Here are the results. And I cut that down just how I wanted it. Let me put that back up. I don't want to mess this up. I have the B2, and I don't know if I mixed them. I don't know. But I have the other companion to this. So that's how that's going to look. And that's going to be gorgeous. And then I have this. I already cut this down, running about right there. That's really, and then to cut these strips, I got these strips, metal dies here. I don't remember where I got them. And so I just had some scrap of this color and from this paper pad. And so I'm going to do a green one. So I just ran it through like that to get these strips. So I didn't have to cut or do anything particular. But before I do anything else, I got my scissors. Let's get these cut. So I want to make sure I get this cut. And when I'm telling you I'm really being real particular, I guess I could have glued it down first and then cut it. I think I'll do that because I don't want it to shift while I'm trying to cut and I'll mess something up. Let me grab some glue. So for this one, I'm going to work on my panel. I'm going to go ahead and glue this strip down. Not need a lot of glue, just a little bit. And I'm using my favorite craft glue, which is Barely Art. And I'm just going to come in a little bit of the way. I'm just eyeballing it. I'm not really measuring it out. Just eyeballing it. And I'm using these dots as my focal to make sure it's lined up. Okay, that's that one. And then I'm just going to do a cross, almost like a present. On this, I'll move up a little bit. And then I'll have to grab a card base. I forgot to grab a card base. And I'm going to use, don't want it to be too far down. That looks pretty good. It looks decent. Okay, and I got the glue just where I wanted it. And then I'll just cut it. Okay. Now that's step one. And then now I'll get this centered. Get this centered on that. I think that's going to be pretty. Oh, that's going to be very darling. So get that glue going. And I have a card panel. So over the holiday when I was off from work, I did a lot of just, I didn't do a lot of crafting, like making things. I was just trying new things and seeing what I liked. I think that looks pretty good. What I like, learning new techniques, watching a lot of videos, but I hadn't been posting anything, and so I decided it's time to get back in the swing of things. Okay, so that's the panel, and then the idea. Just before you, oh no. It's so small. I should have had my tray out here. Here it is. So this is the idea. So I'm deciding if I want to raise that up just for you. And I think I like that card, that swooping this way. And I mean, I can't believe I did this. This cup is turned so beautiful. So I'm going to grab some foam squares. And then I have a little bit of foam tape that I'll put on the back of this, because I'll do both of those. can't believe I did it. I can't believe I did it. So I grabbed some foam tape. And I'm just going to pop that off. And then I'm going to pop that up. And then I'll put that down. So I'll be right back. I got to grab a card base. I think I'm going to do a top folding card base. I am not one to make my card bases. I will, but I usually just buy them. And it's a lot easier. It's one less thing I have to worry about when I'm crafting is doing the card base. I find no pleasure in it. But to each its own. If you want to make your card base with the cardstock you have, that's perfectly fine. I think I'm going to, put this on the card base first before I do my final. So this is a A2 size top folding card. So lay it on there. And technically, to show more white, really would like to run it back through the if I had been thinking, and I might do it on my next one, run this through, cut this down so I have a white border too, so it would be white and you could see the white around the white, but I'm gonna let that ride today. Not gonna mess with it, just gonna let it go. You know, I could do my paper trimmer and trim off a little bit. Let's do that. I think just to have a little bit of white showing, because I think it would make it a little nicer. So I'm just gonna do just a sliver. It's not gonna be a lot. And I don't usually do this, so I'm just going to take just a little. So that's a half. So if I go just 3/8, so that's how I'm going to take off 3/8. Because I would be, swear to God, I'd be messing something up if I didn't do that. Just take a little bit. It may not be even, but I'm not going to cry. I just wanted a little bit of white showing. However I accomplish that is how I accomplish that. So we have just a little bit of white showing. Just a tad. I know who the trimmer is in the family. I know who the cutter is. I know who the person to line up in the family. And it is not me. It is Willie. So if I want something cut like this, Willie's the man. But I do my best. And it doesn't have to be perfect. As they say in yoga, all you're doing is practicing. Okay. So, and then make sure it's going the right way. And get it on here. This, I think it's crooked, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, I fixed it. I fixed it. I'll have more at the top and the bottom, but at least I'll have some white showing. Yay. Imperfection. This is why I don't do things on the fly, unless I'm intending to do things on the fly. Okay, now I can pop this up. So I'm just going to be putting these foam squares on here. I thought I had some more foam tape, but I don't. I just have these foam squares, so I'll use what I have. And if I need to cut them down, I'll go ahead and cut them down. Because I really don't want them to show. I'll cut a couple more down. scared because I don't want them sagging, you know. I want it to, like, some need to be right there. I want it sagging in spots. And one can go over here in the corner, like right there. Do you guys see that? Oh yeah, you can definitely see that. Let's trim that bad boy up. Okay, went across the room. I think I need, is that good? Okay, yeah, that's good. Yay, one right there. You can see it. I'll try to hold on to this piece because you can use it someplace else. Okay, perfect. Did I lose the For You again? Holy smoke. I'm always losing something. Must have popped on the floor. Oh, here it is. Whew. I don't want to lose that. Beautiful. Let's lay this down. And so for the sentiment, I don't know what I'm going to stamp on the front. In the inside, I'll find an inside sentiment. I usually just wait and stamp those as the occasion needs it. I have some gold. I'm the heat emboss it, so I have some gold heat embossing powder that I would use for a sentiment. And then that would be the only thing left to do is do an inside sentiment. And this card is done. I could put some embellishments, but I don't know what embellishments I'd want to put on here because those little dots are so shining, so it's twinkling and sparkling. So I don't know what other dots I would put. Okay, almost done with this. Come on. And then I'll put a little bit of glue on here so I can have a little grace. Don't need a lot of glue, just a little bit, in case I need to move it around. And I am going to go right about there. Oh, that is so gorgeous. That is so gorgeous. It's one of my best cards ever. Wish I had thought about it, but you know what? You can always do another one. Just for you. And I already have a person in mind who might get this card. So the next time I'll be working on a Valentine's Day card. I already have one ready, but I think I'm gonna do it again now that I got this foiling done. That is the card. It's beautiful. I'm so excited. Just for you. Well, if you like what you see today, please like, subscribe, hit me up with some comments, and I'm happy to be back filming again and uploading videos, and I will see you when I see you. Good night and good day, crafty crafters.